This ball is crushed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It is time for the Dugout with your host, Jeremy Knight. Season 2, Episode 9. Fight like you're the third monkey on the ramp to Noah's Ark, and brother, it's starting to rain. I'd be wondering who are the last two monkeys trying to get on. Well, I'll show you. There's the Ark, there's the monkeys. Battle for all the bananas, except all the bananas are still on the table as it's only week 9. However, between these two, they're scrambling for him like it's, 1940. Except both sides are the good guys because the McKay brothers have been warring bunch this season. Owner Bradley for the Elizabethtown Ball Smackers prevailed over his brother before, forcing him to eat 9 2-foot-long hot dogs. However, the tides have turned in favor of the glizzy gobbling North Augusta Royals as they take the lead from 5-3 to 6-3, while his brother falls to 5-4. Good luck to those two. Wandering a little too close to the sun, are we, Franco? I covered this last year, and we finally got a verdict from the case, and I shall reveal it to you now. Unless you have been keeping up with it, then you already know. Wander Franco was arrested in January 2024 after being accused of having a 4-month relationship with a girl who was 14 at the time and transferring thousands of dollars to the mother to consent to the illegal relationship. Franco was declared criminally responsible for the sexual and psychological abuse of the minor, but he will not serve a sentence for a Dominican judge ruled last Monday. Unfortunate. I do believe his time with the Tampa Bay Rays is over, though. The Brockville Bombers and the Uptown Observers spent the beginning of their series battling for second last, ending each day just points ahead of one another. However, the Uptown Observers came out up on top. It was a duel for the ages, and neither of us came dead last. Scoreboard. Team with the most, team with the least, the top 3 players. Team with the most is Jordan's Scary Team. Team with the least is the new Dublin Dunderheads. And the top 3 players are Jacob Mizarowski. Second place, there's a tie between Braxton Ashcraft and Ronald Acuna Jr. I don't know why I'm doing that with my fingers. And third place is Ben Brown. Congratulations to those 3 players and the teams that have them. Graphs. Batting last week. Pause. Batting this week. Runs and total bases, the Marytown Muckers. RBIs, the Jordan Scary Team. I almost said Brockville Bombers. Base on balls to the Brockville Bullets. Strikeouts to Shohei Time and back to Jordan Scary Team for stolen bases. Pitching last week, pause. Pitching this week. Innings pitched and hits to the North Augusta Royals. Earned runs and base on balls to the Marytown Muckers. Back to the North Augusta Royals for strikeouts. Wins to Toronto Tacos. A 3-way tie for losses between the Brockville Bombers, Mallorytown Muckers, and Jordan Scary Team, and holds to the Brockville Bombers, even though it didn't do us any good. Sponsor: we are not affiliated with Bullwinkle, not the Dugout or Hours Outdoors. Bullwinkle sent me this selfie of him wearing some Hours Outdoor merch, though, so I thought I'd show it off. Here we go. The plural of moose is not meese, but moose. However, Misa think you should check out Hours Outdoors for all your outdoor apparel. You'll be a mooster of style. Hoof it on, hoof it on over and see the selection while it's still hot. Thank you again, Hours Outdoors, for the sponsor. It is deeply appreciated here in the Dugout family. I have such a cold. I think it's awful. Are the Pens hot? Week 9. Our fantasy league pitching scoring breakdown. Pause if you would like. There's tier list last week. Here's the tier list this week. Just a little bit of shuffling. Nothing too crazy. The Brewers jump to hot while the Yanks fall to warm. The Cardinals and Mets climb a level to warm, swapping places with the Marlins and Tampa Bay Rays, who fall to cold. And the White Sox escape to cold while the Rockies drop to freezing. There's the breakdown I'm covering. The top 4 teams, it's the Padres, Atlanta, Dodgers, and Cleveland. I did do a thing last week where I showed the top 5 teams and the available pitchers. I wasn't sure if I was going to do that for the mid because I'm definitely not going to do it for the losers of the bunch. But I will see next week. I'll try it out. Player market, Dugout Player Investment Code. This came from an anonymous tip from one anonymous person. I will not reveal it as they did not want their name revealed. However, after checking out, I have to say this is a diamond in the rough. Carlos Cortez, Cortez. We're gonna go with that. Sorry, Carlos. I'm not really good at pronouncing names. Outfielder Cortez has led off the past 9 games for the A's. And he's 4 for 7 with a pair of walks and a home run in those opportunities. He's 8 for 27, which is .296, with a .207 OPS overall in the leadoff role. I actually have it written down because I want to be better at this. Ooh. OPS stands for on base plus slugging. It is a popular baseball statistic that measures a hitter's overall offensive production by combining their ability to reach base with their power. There is actually a math equation. I'm not going to go through with it because I can barely do simple math off the top of my head. But let's take a look at it. We've got all-time career stats, 2 seasons, which is just last year and this year, 2026 MLB career stats. But let's actually so the top is 2025, the bottom is 2026. Slugging percentage between .500 and .600 is elite power, and major run producers, OPS. I already explained that. So let's go through the comparison. This year, he's got 4 more games, 43 more at bats, and I'm going to assume this number is going to climb. So all these numbers are going to climb. 3 more runs, 16 more hits, 20 more total bases, 1 extra second base, 1 extra home run, 3 more RBIs, 16 more bases on balls. IBB stands for base on ball equals intentional walk. 4 less strikeouts, 1 more stolen base and CS is caught stealing. And his OBP, slugging, and OPS. Actually, other than slugging, everything is exponentially better. I don't know what GOOA stands for. Unfortunately, OBP is on base percentage. So there's that. I mean, absolutely skyrocketing here. Really showing up this year. Good for him. Here's his past 30 days, 7 games, 15 games, 30 games. And here's his savant profile. The anonymous tip saw it and he said, wow, what a profile. He said, you got to check this out. And I went, you know what? I think I will. So, as you know, I usually fumble my words here, but his expected batting average is supposed to be .315. His expected slugging is .477. He's currently at the 80 mark. His K percentage is 9.7. I think I don't know if that means strikeouts, but that's what K stands for. So I guess he just strikeouts a lot. I don't know. However, at the very top there, you will see XWOBA. The X is expected, and the WOBA is weighted on base average, which is an advanced sabermetric statistic in baseball that measures a player's overall offensive contribution per plate appearance. And that's supposed to be .390 this year. I think that's good. Anyways, check out Carlos Cortez. I think he's a stud. I think he's going to do big things in his career. He was drafted in 2018 in the New York Mets. Round 3 overall pick was 83, but his debut was last year. So, he's got a fire going, and he's ready to fire up. Okay, anyways. Oof. Art of the week. Art of the week comes from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, from an Umar. He titles it Duckburg Dingers. Umar, I absolutely adore this. This is fantastic. I really like the line work and the colors. I really like the stances. He looks like he's gonna hit a bomb. Truthfully, I didn't know I had fans in Malaysia. I'm glad I've reached that far. So if you or your buddies ever want to send art in and maybe earn your chance to get it featured, you're more than welcome to. Thank you again, Umar, and for the pack watch. It is the new Dublin Dunderheads. Have a good time.
No, maybe I don't know. Can you repeat the question? You're just a boss of me now.